Hello everyone, welcome back to the number two look of this course. So today we are going to set up Python. We are gonna set up Python. We are gonna do Python mostly through VS Code, Microsoft Visual Studio Code, or we are also probably gonna use the Python Visual ID. Also, we are gonna use that too. So today, we are gonna make your empty computer, a computer which doesn't have the Python code stuff. We are gonna make it being able to run Python code. So first of all, we are gonna see the steps step by step. So let's begin. So what we will do today, our roadmap for this lesson is going to be first of all, check if Python is installed in your PC. So in your computer, in a lot of other computers out there, Python is already going to be pre-installed in your computer. So we are going to check that if it's there or not. In the case that it's not, we are also going to download and install Python, and that's one big step. After that, we are going to verify the installation. We are going to install Visual Code Studio. That's Microsoft Visual Studio Code, VS Code for short. We are going to do that. We are also going to set up VS Code for Python. We are going to create our first project. We are going to write our first program. We are going to run the program. We are going to make mistakes and fix common mistakes. And we will also complete a very tiny exercise so that once again, the main thing about programming and in Python in general is that you understand the logic, loops, etc. behind the programming language and not the syntax. You have to understand the syntax, don't memorize it. So first one is to check Python. So Python, we are going to check by saying we are going to open command prompt. How we are going to open command prompt is that you're going to press your Windows key and you're going to search for Windows command prompt. What you're going to do? You're going to press the Windows key. The Windows key, which is going to be on the leftmost bottom corner of your keyboard, and you're going to press that. And in the search bar, you're going to type command prompt. COMMAND PROMPT. We are going to open it and enter the version command. Python space hyphen two hyphens version. This will check if you already have Python or not. So first of all, press the Windows key, type command prompt, open it, and run it as an administrator. It will ask you in a small window to run it as an administrator. You're gonna press yes, and then you will enter the version command Python space dash dash version. If in the case that you don't have Python, we are going to install Python. We are going to use the official installer. You're going to open your browser of your choice. It can be Chrome, can be Firefox. If you're on Mac, it can be Safari or Chrome also. It can be anything. It can be Brave also. It can be anything. Any browser works. Any browser operates as long as it's Internet Explorer, it works. So we are going to visit the official Python website after that, and we are going to open downloads folder in our PC. After once it's getting downloaded, we are going to download Python 3 and we're going to run the install because it needs an installation. The installation already comes in as a pack. That's what we are downloading. That will install the Python. It will enable the parts option if shown, and we are going to complete the installation like that. Now we are going to verify the Python again. Basically the same step we did to check if we have Python. We have to do it again, which is to open the new command prompt, which is after pressing the Windows key, search command prompt, check the Python version by doing the same Python command. The same Python command, not the Python command, the same checking command, which is Python space dash dash version. If in case that there is one, we are going to start the Python interpreter, but we have found, and we are going to try a calculation. In the Python IDE, it doesn't really have a restriction of such, so we can do the calculations also. For simple calculations like 1 plus 1 will do the work, and then we will exit the interpreter because our main thing is we want to work on VS Code, Microsoft Visual Studio Code. That's what we are going to use. So how do you install VS Code? First of all, once again, if you are a Windows person, there's most probably a good chance that you already have VS Code installed. So you have to check if VS Code is installed or not. And how you're going to do that is the same way you check for Python installation or not, which is go to your Windows screen, search Visual Studio Code. Nothing else. Don't search VS Code. Search Visual Studio Code, and if it comes up, it's a ribbon like blue logo in a in this format. If that comes up, it is installed. You don't have to install it again. If you install it again, it might give an error, or it will just install it again and it will leak your extra storage and all. You don't want that. So in the case it's already installed, do not install it again. You can skip this. But if it is not installed, which may be the case for a lot of few people, this is code editor software we are going to use to edit our code and do our coding, just like an IDE. So how do you do that? Just like how we did for the Python IDE, we're going to open your browser, which is going to be your favorite one. It can be any browser. It can be Chrome, it can be Safari, it can be Brave, it can be Opera, it can be anything. And if you're on Mac, it can be Safari, and all these other options also is available in Mac, so you can do any of it, any choice. As long as, once again, as long as it's not Internet Explorer, you're fine. So you're going to open your browser. You're going to find the official Visual Studio Code site. You're going to search Visual Studio Code site and you will get it. And from that, you're going to download VS Code and you're going to run the installer and launch VS Code. So basically, download VS Code. We are gonna run the install because it's a long program. It's gonna the big program. The install will install the main part of the program. It will launch the VS Code by itself. And you're gonna save the commands, and then we will see how to navigate VS Code later in this step. Python in VS Code. So how do you do Python in VS Code? We open extensions, search for Python, choose the official Python extension, which is .py, for example. We're going to install it and return to it. Hold on. So you get it? We are going to open the in VS Code. There is a tab there known as extensions where you can add extensions or softwares to your Visual Code running platform. You search for Python there. It's an extension, it's a package. It is once installed, it will enable you to run and do Python. That's one big thing about Python. You, unlike C, you have to download external stuff to run C. You don't need it here. You only need an extension in VS Code to run Python. You're going to install that extension and you're going to return to Explorer and start with a file with .py. And then we're going to create our project. So to keep everything organized, we're going to create a folder known as Python course and open it in VS Code. And we're going to create a new file. You can name it anything. I just try to make it hello.py extension. And in Word files, we have DOC or DOC for the newer version of Microsoft Word. In Python, every Python file is either .txt, not txt. Txt is the main framework. For example, if you in GitHub you see, if you take a GitHub repo, there will always be readme.txt. It's a text file. But the main Python file is gonna be having an extension .py. That's the extension we use for Python. So create a folder, create a new file in that folder, with hello.py as the name. And then we are going to do our very first program. That's what we showed before in the last lecture. This is our first real Python file. Type the program yourself, which is probably going to be just to print hello world or any other sentence as you wish. We are just going to need an output of what we need. After once we are done, we'll press Control S. Control S is a shortcut to save a file. We're going to check the quotation marks to see if everything is nice, quote unquote. Everything is nice, the syntax is right or not, it's grammar. So understand the syntax, not memorize it. And we're going to check the brackets and stuff. So if everything is right, we run it. Even if it's not right, we run it and see what's the difficulty, what's the problem. And we run it. Code goes to Python, it gets interpreted, and it turns out as an output. We run the Python file, look at the terminal, and in the terminal we find the output, we change the message, and we can run it again. For example, it's hello world, we can change the message to hello you and hello Ram, uh, hello. It can be hello anything, hello X, and we run it again, and that's gonna be good. We're gonna like that's one big that's your first program. So that's your first program. Congratulations, you did it. So we're gonna run the Python file like that. So Python is once again an interpreter language. It runs line by line. It takes line, processes, goes to other line, processes, like goes to other line. For example, Java and all, it compiles everything. It's a compiler language. It compiles everything and runs everything at the same time because that's why they are fast, that they are very fast. On the other hand, Python goes line by line. That's why they are not, the Python is not considered to be that fast. So now we're going to break it. The code we make, we're going to break it. We're going to make intentional mistakes like removing or closing bracket, or we're going to run the program, find the error, we are going to fix it. We are going to remove the quotation mark, for example, run it again and fix the second error. So this is to make you understand what are errors and what type of errors also exist. Even as in the future lectures, you will understand them. Now this is your turn to understand how it goes. Before that, I'm going to do a practical demonstration of how all of this is done. Let's start with, shall we? First of all, we are going to search. We can either press this or we can just go like this. Alright. And now we are gonna do command prompt. This is command prompt. This is command prompt. Gonna open. You see the open option there? We are gonna open it. And here it comes. The first uh thing you do right now here is to check if you already have Python installed. And to check for that, I'll show you what is you I hope you remember what the command is. This is it's Python space dash dash hyphen version. This is the command. We're gonna do that. Python space dash dash and you press enter after doing this. After typing this, you press enter. Python was not found in my PC. There is no Python. So we are going to install Python. Shall we do that? We're going to install Python now. And of course, command prompt for now. The first way to do it is to do it, download Python. We're gonna search this, and here comes the official Python organization website. You're gonna press on that, and boom, you have Python install manager This is not what we are going to do. We need the latest version of Python or the standalone installer for Python 3.14.6. We are going to do that. We are letting it download. On download, we'll wait till it gets downloaded. So Python installer has been downloaded. We're gonna open it by pressing it one time. It's gonna run. What happens? Install now. We are gonna press yes because it needs administrator access to make admin type differences in your computer because at the end of the day you are the admin in your computer and you're giving this software also admin access temporarily for you for it to do changes in your uh, PC. I'm gonna press yes there. You're gonna open it. Wanna see how it installs. I'll wait for it to install. For it to install. What shouldn't happen? Oh, it's so laggy. Should we close and do it again? It's so laggy, right? Nah, we'll just do it again. It will take time. It will take time. It's taking time for me also. Installing Python launcher. Yes, we are almost done. 64 bit. If can prefer versions also, but I'll say you to this version because it's one of the best one also. So I hope you will like this more. Do this. Do and install this one only. The other one. So it's dark. It's you press the close and now you go to search again. You search for command prompt. Boom, it's here. Now we're gonna check again the command Python dash dash version. I'm gonna put enter. This might be an error, but it's not a problem. We already have it because the Windows was not registered enough. That's why that error is coming about. We just have to search Python and boom, we have Python. So you're gonna open this IDE. Hey, this is your Python IDE. So you just install Python. Test this. You're just gonna do 1+1 and enter. It will answer 2. In here, we don't have run button and all. This is basic Python we are talking about. So this is basic Python like main function. So for example, 3+4. Then enter 7. We just do a crazy number also. I don't know. This is a crazy number. This is also another crazy number. We will enter. It will give the answer. It won't. See, this is an error. Python doesn't understand things like this. Syntax comes in. We have to do it again. So we're going to do like this. Another number. It gives answer. So this is the Python IDE. But we are not going to use this. We are not going to use this because, as you can know, this is not what we always see people use. What you see people use is something known as VS Code, Visual Studio. Oh, it's already here, but Project Studio Code downloads. This is the first website I will open. You have to press on Center, download Visual Studio Code. It's on open. Okay. Windows 10 11. We are gonna download for Windows 10 11. And it's started download. We'll wait till it's getting downloaded. I wait for it to download. Pretty long and big software. Gonna wait for it to download. For it to download. It's taking very long. My internet speed is very bad actually, so come on, download fast. Load. Oh yeah, till then, we can even like we can take a break. Wait till it downloads. It's started download. It's downloading. Or we can mess around with Python ID, but let's do that. So we'll, we'll do a random calculation. We'll divide it by let's say that number. So we have to omit the zeros. See the tab function, it's not working. See, that's why the Python ID is very crude. That's why many people don't prefer it. We're gonna press enter now. It's 6.e plus 17 as the answer. Gonna give an error. So it's gonna give an error because it's not string. All this, it's not string, so it will give an error. I'll give you input. We're gonna do double quotes. This is an error because we are not doing string. So string, this is an error because string comes out. So this is like an int. We are an integer. We're gonna input. Not really. It's going to five 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 five. So data type always comes first. Then we'll say input. Not input of this data type. This is input. We are gonna take number input, and the number is representative. So that's how Python works. So see, this is very crude. This is very hard to do in this. That's why method people don't really prefer it, and this was this Cerebrum like thing. VS Code, and VS Code is almost downloaded. So come on, download fast. The students are waiting. So come on, download fast. Come on, download fast. The students are waiting. Come on, let's download it. Eureka. Oh, the video. So it's downloaded. Yeah, congratulations. It will take the time because it's 240 MB. It will take time, and my internet is also not that good right now, so it will take time. So it's alright. Alright, I guess. So Microsoft, you have to, if you want, you can read it because it's a long paragraph of everything. Basically saying that whatever you do, it's like privacy policy. The license applies to Visual Studio Code source code for Visual Studio Code. So yeah, available in GitHub. You know GitHub? GitHub is where all the code in this, like you can submit your code for free, and the code, it can be accessible by anyone or you also. It's mainly used for version control. So if you have version 23 of a product, right? So if you have version 23 of a product, if you need version 24, you can make version 24 by like if it's version 23, you can do a graph out of it and do make version 24 of the software. So, and if 24 is a very bad software, it has very bugs or it messes everything up, you can always go back to 23 because it's already there. So this step is called forking. So you can do that. That's why GitHub is used, and mainly people put the open source code and everything in GitHub. So that's why they are saying that Visual Studio Code and its source code is also available in GitHub. So this is like, I guess it's a privacy policy. Yes, say I accept the agreement. And next, it will tell you where to store this VS Code Studio because there's space is available. So yes, next, next. And I would also like to create a desktop icon because you cannot just go and search VS Code all the time. So you need a desktop icon. So a desktop icon make a desktop icon. So and you press next. So we are very ready to install destination location. This is where you check this. This is where your VS Code and it is going to be stored. Start menu folder is Visual Studio Code, and we also created a desktop icon here. And register code as an editor for supported file type. Add to path regression. Yes, we can do that. Now we are going to press install. So now we are going to wait for it to install. It's starting to install. This first when compared to what we had to go through in Python ID, even though the download was fairly. Okay, it's downloading very fast. Very good, very good. It's installing very fast. Very good. It's extracting the files. Visual Code Studio is installed. We are going to launch it. Guys, this is Visual Code Studio. So this is Visual Code Studio, right? So this is basically everything saying that hey, this is Visual Code, this is that. It's saying all that. This is C. I don't know why I'm seeing on here. And let's do download it together. So first of all, what we do is that we make a new file, new we make a new folder. We make a new folder. So in Visual Code, what we do is that we make a new folder. For example, you right click, do the plus button, wanna press on folder. You wanna say dash Python host and press enter. Now this right now will be your Python course folder. This will be your Python course folder, right, people? So now we're gonna do Visual Code. Now we're gonna start the folder, open folder, and secondly, and we have a Python code folder here. We'll select the folder. This is where we have it. So now from here, this is where we will have. This is where we will like have all our this like have all our Python files saved. So this is where we have all the Python files saved. So how to create a file? Go to this icon. So there, if you go up, nothing here. When you come here, all these are going to pop up, and the leftmost one, new file option. You're gonna click on that. You're gonna name it. You're gonna name practice, practice, practice one. And the most important thing is that You give the extension. You give the extension. So what is the Python's extension? It is .py. So we already did part and now we're going to install I. I'm going to press enter and boom, we have .py. Just before that, because I'm already synced in, I have Python already installing because I was already installed here. So Python is already installing. You need Python here. So you're gonna search Python here and wait for it to load. Maybe there's install. I'm not really sure. So let's try one. This is run it. We ran into a problem. So so it's like getting all the terminal out to like where it's all done. So yes, it's done, guys. With Hello Pizza. I already have Python installed. To the people who doesn't know how to install Python, you guys go to this one, the box one, go Python. So we have the main thing. This is one. The third one here, you're gonna and I'm already downloaded it. You can so there will be an install option for you here instead of extemporary release person. You press on that, and you get installed and save the file as .py and okay, we are the terminal now. So the first program is print function. This is going to be our first program here. Print hello world. It won't work. So, but this won't work because we did a syntax error. Syntax error is when we use the invalid syntax. Or syntax is basically how you write the code in Python. So when we do error in that, we have syntax error. So the syntax error is quote unquote. So we always put quote unquote. We always put the text in between quote unquote and inside the quotes for something that needs to be printed. That's why we put quote here, and so will we put a quote here. This now fixes everything. This is how you're gonna print it. The moment you don't this will print this. So that's the command here. Boom, this will print. Look, hello world. So yeah, what about this? This is not gonna be wrong. It already is flagging it wrong. Because look, you need a bracket. This is the first syntax that we are gonna do. So we'll say, hey, wait, wait, okay, right. So we are going to see the bracket was never closed. We have to close the bracket. Now we're gonna run it again. Boom, that worked. So this was our very first program. So now I'll say what we learned now. We learned what we learned. In this lecture, we checked for Python, we installed and verified Python, we installed VS Code, we added Python support, we created a .py file, which is a Python file, and we ran our first program, which was Hello World. We created and fixed errors and also completed an exercise. That thing was an exercise and we completed it. So we will meet you in the next lecture. Next lecture is going to be about brain function. Repeating, there's a lot more into brain function. And then we'll go to the next lecture. We will meet in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye.